With just a few simple and easy brush strokes and very vibrant colors, in today's video I am going to show you how I painted these beautiful lovebirds with watercolor, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Alright, the materials that I am going to use today are very simple, just a few brushes, cadmium yellow, cadmium orange, and indigo. And I'll choose watercolor paper, and it is hot pressed, so it is a very soft and smooth texture. Now I'm going to go ahead and get started with the first set of little birds. So I am just drawing a oval shape with a little line for the beak. And I'm going to start painting a little wing for the side. Now with a very soft brush, I am going to use a lot of water and a little bit of cadmium yellow, and I'm going to paint the body of the bird. I am aiming to pick up some of the paint from the head and the little arm, the little wing, to create beautiful blooms in the body of the bird. Now I am adding a little bit of cadmium red orange for contrast, and I see that my little bird has a very short wing, so I'm just going to go ahead and extend it with the indigo. Now for the tail of the bird, so it actually looks like a bird, I'm just doing brush strokes with the indigo. And I am also, again, trying to drag a little bit of the paint from the body, so a little bit of the water from the yellow and the orange, so it creates beautiful watercolor blooms in your bird, and it makes it more fluffy and just cuter. Now we're gonna go ahead and repeat the same process on the other side. We're gonna paint a bird that is like fairly close to the other one. And again, I am using my cadmium yellow, cadmium orange, just to create beautiful contrasts. Now with the indigo, I'm gonna go ahead and paint the little wing, and everything will come together once we do the branch where they stand on, and they're gonna look adorable. Now with the same indigo, I'm just drawing a little line that is a little bit imperfect to make it look like a tree branch, and with a few branches, like smaller branches, a little feet for the little birds, and there you have it, two little lovebirds just hanging out in a tree branch. Now I'm going to go ahead and start painting a second set of little birds, but in a different technique. Basically, it is the reverse technique. This time I'm starting with the body, with the same colors to keep it simple, the same cadmium red orange and the same cadmium yellow. So I just paint little oval shapes, and now with my indigo I am going to paint the little heads. So again, it's little ovals. These are little birds that are just hanging out in a little tree branch, just having a grand time. So I'm going to go ahead and paint the little ovals for the heads, the little side brush strokes for their wings, and then I'm going to paint their little branch where they are standing on and they are just hanging out. Now I'm just gonna start painting a different pose. These two little birds are curious about something that is happening on the side, like in the sky or something like that. And they have a little bit of a bigger wing on the side and a smaller body because we are painting the birds that are like sideways. Basically, you're just curious about something that is happening above or behind them. Now I am going to introduce a different kind of bird in this video because I think this one is just so much fun and just beautiful, and it's just a very fun kind of bird. So this is a cardinal, and with a very soft brush, round brush, I am painting kind of like a petal shape, like a teardrop if you think of it like that, and with like the little head feathers like to the side. So this is a very curious little bird, and he's just like hanging out by himself. But it's the same brush, really simple brush strokes. So think of a teardrop or a water drop or a leaf, maybe, if that's an easy approach for you. And it's really just that, just add a little bit of a tail brush strokes, and eventually you'll add the detail for the eyes. So make sure that the paint is not super wet when you do the face detail. It just has to be a little bit glimmering, or else the face detail will just spread too much. I tried this a couple of times, so you might want to give it a try first before you paint your final bird. So just make sure that the paper is not super wet. So just go ahead and paint a little bit of a triangle, and that'll be that. Just a few dabs of indigo, and it's going to appear as like this is his little face. After it's completely dry, you can add a little bit more indigo to define his little beak or his little eyes. Now, to really make it look like a bird, I am just grabbing another brush, like a little bit of a harder brush. So this is a synthetic round brush that has a finer point, and I'm adding like feathers to the side, so we make sure that he looks like a bird. Now, just as a cute little detail, I know I painted a whole bunch of little just tree branches, but because this is such a colorful tutorial, I wanted to add a little bit of flowers, just loose flowers, just dab a little bit of paint next to the tree branches, and it's going to look just all put together and beautiful. Now, for the little birds that are very curious about something that's happening, I am adding these little butterflies, which is just kind of like a star shape, or just two little brush strokes to the side, and they just look like butterflies with a few more details. then just keep adding florals, anything loose, just like it doesn't need to be anything perfect. It's going to add such a beautiful detail to your painting. Now, just because I have enough space at the bottom, I wanted to do one last bird. So we're going to go ahead with the same technique as the second little birds, which is painting the body first with a lot of water. I want it to be really fluffy and very light. So I'm going to use a lot of water. So with the brush, I'm picking up some of the orange paint that I had placed before, and I'm not going to do too much about it. I'm just gonna let the watercolor do its magical blooming thing that it does. So with the indigo, a simple oval shape on top of the previous oval shape with a few wings to the side and a tree branch, and that is all. He is the cutest little bird. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the techniques, about the shapes, about the materials. Please remember that all the materials are in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you.